Welcome to our channel, World of Legends. Today, we will take you to the dark and terrifying corners of history. In this episode, we will talk about Bloody Mary, a legendary figure believed to appear if you look into a mirror and say her name 3 times. Are you ready to hear a scary story? Let's begin. The story goes that if you stand in front of a mirror at midnight and say Bloody Mary's name 3 times, a ghost will appear. This legend has been told for centuries and has terrified many. But who is Bloody Mary, and why did this ritual come about? The answers lie deep within the story. The origins of the Bloody Mary legend are uncertain, but it is often thought to be linked to Mary Tudor, who lived in 16th century England. Mary Tudor was the first female ruler of England and earned the nickname Bloody Mary for executing many Protestants in an attempt to restore Catholicism. However, the legend is not solely confined to a historical figure. Mary Tudor's story is filled with tragedy and fear, but other dark tales from England's history have also contributed to this terrifying legend. In the United States, this legend became particularly popular among young people as a test of bravery. From the mid-20th century onwards, the Bloody Mary story was commonly featured in children's games and horror stories. This legend, with its various versions, is also popular in Canada, England, Japan, and even Australia. Each culture has created its version and integrated this frightening ritual into their mythology. In America, this ritual especially became popular among young people in schools and summer camps. Youngsters would test their courage by performing the ritual while experiencing the thrill of scaring each other. Many believe that Bloody Mary is the spirit of a mother who lost her child. According to the story, after losing her child, the woman committed suicide and returned as a ghost. This woman roams mirrors searching for her child and shows her rage to those who call her name. In another version, it is said that a young girl who died tragically in an accident is trapped in mirrors and curses those who call her name. In these stories, the pain and sorrow of lost children and tragic deaths are seen as the source of Bloody Mary's rage and vengeance. Another version of the legend dates back to the witch hunts. It is said that Bloody Mary is the spirit of a woman wrongfully accused of being a witch and executed. In this story, the woman curses those who accused her before she dies and starts appearing in mirrors after her death. It is believed that she mercilessly attacks those who call her name. In this version, the dark history of the witch hunts and the merciless killing of innocent people form the basis of Bloody Mary's story. The woman accused of being a witch cannot defend her innocence and falls victim to society's fears. After her death, it is said that her spirit seeks revenge. The ritual is quite simple but requires courage. At midnight, in a dark room with only a candlelight, you stand in front of a mirror and say, Bloody Mary, 3 times. According to the legend, her spirit appears and reacts in various ways. Some say she appears with horrific scars on her face, others with bloody eyes. Some believe she not only scares but also physically harms those who call her. Those who perform this ritual experience great fear while waiting to see Bloody Mary's ghost. The thought of the ghost following or harming them makes the ritual even more terrifying. Another version of the legend is based on a story that became popular in 19th century America. According to this story, a young woman committed suicide after being abandoned by her lover. Her spirit begins to appear in mirrors as a symbol of betrayal and pain. Those who call her name feel her sorrow and anger. In this version, the deep emotional trauma caused by abandonment is seen as the source of Bloody Mary's rage. Another variation of the legend emerged in 17th century Germany. According to this story, a family's young daughter gets lost in a forest near their home and is never found. Her mother tries to call her back every night in front of the mirror, calling her daughter's name. The mother's despair and sorrow eventually curse her spirit, turning it into a ghost that appears in mirrors. This story tells of the mother's deep love and helplessness for her lost child. Despite the many versions of the Bloody Mary legend, the common theme is always deep pain, tragedy, and vengeance. Each story reflects people's deepest fears and emotional traumas. The universality of the legend reveals the dark sides of human nature and the fear of the unknown. It's not hard to understand why this terrifying ritual is so popular. People's fear of the unknown and the desire to test this fear have kept the Bloody Mary legend alive for generations. The legend symbolizes people's relationship with darkness and the unknown. At the same time, the Bloody Mary ritual reflects societal fears and feelings of guilt. As people tell the story of Bloody Mary and attempt the ritual, they face their fears. The Bloody Mary story has remained closely tied to cultural narratives and has found a wide place in modern media. Films, TV shows, and books have included this frightening figure in their narratives. Its prevalence in popular culture shows the universality of the legend and its profound impact on human psychology. In modern media, the story of Bloody Mary has been interpreted in various ways and rediscovered by new generations. Beyond fear, the Bloody Mary legend is a reflection of deep and dark fears in the collective subconscious of societies. This legend not only tells a scary story but also symbolizes the dark sides of human nature and the courage to face the unknown. People's continued telling and experiencing of this legend shows the universality of fear and how it has evolved over time. Bloody Mary is not just a ghost story, it's a journey into the dark corners of the human soul. As we delve deeper into this legend, we better understand the allure of fear and the unknown. Bloody Mary's appearance in the mirror is not just a ghost story, it's a journey into the dark corners of the human soul. This frightening yet fascinating story will continue to be told for generations. With each new telling, the Bloody Mary legend reveals a different dimension of fear and tragedy. We've come to the end of today's video. If you enjoy legends like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in new videos. Goodbye.